Hey everybody, it's Lindy Tate from Tater Buggin'. How are y'all doing today? I hope your conditions are better than ours here because we've got a lot of ice, a lot of tree limbs down, and how we have managed to keep power here is beyond me. It's a miracle because everybody around us has no power. Hey Cindy, hey Melissa. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I really didn't think I'd get to be here. And let me go on and tell you now that if I suddenly disappear and don't come back, that'll mean that our power went out. So I'm going to say hopefully it'll stay on long enough for me to do what I want to do here with y'all today. Hey Norma, let me pin that. Okay, and there's Carol and Becky and Linda and Tammy and Claudia. Hey, everybody. Hi, Diane and Rose and Barb, Bonetta. Y'all come on in. Hello, Dawn. Melissa, everybody be at my house. Okay, all right. Hey, Jermaine. Thank you for tossing the taters, Jerry. Hey, Susie. Lynn. Oh, it's stormy in Maine. Thank you. I dropped you a link. Can y'all hear? I guess you can hear me okay. I've got my microphone on today. I didn't have it on Tuesday, and I noticed there was a lot of, you can really hear that heater, and I really need it today. It's cold. Hey, Joy and Darlene and Gail, you've got your blocks. I'm so glad. Hey, Susie and Peggy and Cindy, y'all should see our backyard. The limbs are all down. If you hear anything that sounds like I guess I can't say that word. It makes a huge popping sound. You can imagine what I'm talking about. We've got pine trees all behind us and around us, and we've got an oak out front that thankfully is standing steady. We've had limbs all down in our backyard, and then there's a big pine tree between my mother's house and the garage. Y'all probably saw it when I went over there to do that video. And our biggest fear is the limbs falling out of that tree onto her house. Well, one fell this afternoon, about scared us all to death, but she's okay. Not cracking, but what it sounds like is, when you go hunting, the sound you might hear. I'm careful with what I say. Careful. Hey, Dolly. Hey, Ellen and Sharon. Oh, Joy, I am so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry. We've got another round coming, supposed to be here between now and 7. More freezing rain. Of course, the temperatures are dropping again. I don't know what that means, but it's not good. I mean, I know what it means, but I just mean, I don't know how many more trees and limbs and stuff are going to come down. The limb I told y'all about, one limb fell this morning that took out part of that tent where he stores a lot of our wood that's by the shed. One fell on the shed this morning. It's still right out there. Then that one came down. So he was going out to check the tent to see if it was where he could fix it once all this is over with. Turns around, and about the time he gets to the back deck, a limb cracked and fell. Our biggest limb fell right where he was standing. So, it's unnerving. You see, Flora is our guest of honor today. I love Flora. So, thank you so much for those stars, Denise. You're so sweet. This is Belle Lily, and I dropped y'all a link with a discount code. So far, so good, Judy. Hey, Angela from Word and Home. There's my friend. Hey, Tanya. Oh, absolutely, Melanie. I'm so sorry. Right, Shannon? That shook him up a little bit. It really did. It fell right where he was standing. But I lose my train of thought. I'm going here and I read a comment and I go around here. So I'm sorry. But anyway, it's been a wild day. I've been concerned every time one of our dogs has to go out. They've only gone out when they had to. It's like, please don't let a limb fall on my babies. Please, please, please. Then after the big one fell, another one fell over onto my bird feeders. Thankfully, no birds were on it then, but we've had tons of birds. Thank you, June, for those stars. They're just trying to stay warm, so they eat a lot more. And I just refilled everything yesterday, so they're just all on the bird feeders. I want to mention this at the beginning while everybody's coming in case you didn't know. This is our paint party for February. This sweet little angel, and it's in the online shop already, and the instructional video is already up in the group. So if you would like to paint this sweet girl, she's ready for you. So I decided to back her with some pretty sheet music too, and you can kind of see it through her wings. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I do show you how if you want to. So I thought I'd show y'all her up close. Hey, Celia. Thank you, Regina. Oh, thank you, Jermaine. Yeah, I saw that too, Susan. Moidle doesn't have any power. Jody was getting the generator going. Mr. Taterbuggin tried to get ours going yesterday. Tried, and he couldn't get it going. Usually he can get any, fix anything, but the generator's not working. So I think that was a big one. Mostly I'm worried about my mom and stepdad not having power and being too cold. So that's what concerns me. Hey, Carrie and Sandy. Hey, Patricia. Oh, Celia, tornado warning. That's no fun either. Y'all know I have woodblock prints that I carry in our online shop. That's always been at Southern Vintage or my locations. That's a big seller of mine. And every so often I like to design some new woodblock prints. So I thought it might be fun to do that with y'all today. I've done that before when we did our little whimsical birds together. But this is the way I start. I have some heavy cardstock paper that I start with. And I just outline. I just had this one sitting on my table that I had just made. So I just outline my block to give me my parameters to stay inside. And I have been trying to decide. Hey, Angie, thank you. It's Belle Lily. I've got you a link. Excuse me, y'all said to keep Mr. Taterbuggin inside. He's out at the grocery store right now getting stuff for you tomorrow night to cook with you. Sharon, you're so sweet, and I appreciate that so much. Oh, Jody, thank you. I didn't get all that. Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. So as I was pulling out, I have pulled out fabric. I've pulled out different mediums because, I'm into my mixed media, and which I love. I pulled out scrapbook paper. I have been just trying to decide how I want to build this block print. So I got out this piece of scrapbook paper. It's in the one of those books from Walmart for $5 that I keep using and using. And I'm going to put that over here. I've got stuff. So you can see it's got a little grid on it. It's hard to tell, but it's just that faint teal. A little bit of distressing at the bottom, and what I thought I would do is make that my background to build up from. And I'm just going to put it in that square that I have. I've got some double-sided tape. Hey, Michelle. Yes, Leanne, thank you. I didn't see that question. I always size up. And, size up one size. And just know when you're ordering, it's probably going to take about 2 weeks. It had been about 10 days, but since Christmas, it's been about 2 weeks to get my orders. So I just wanted y'all to know that at the start. And I thought my most recent order, I told y'all it went to Muskogee, Oklahoma, because that's what tracking said. And just yesterday, it showed up on my doorstep. I was so excited. So once I get all those washed and everything, my rep is actually out of the office for until the 7th. So I won't get my links for you until the 7th or 8th. And then I'll be wearing them. I may even, hey, tell me this. Hey, Penny, and Dolly's here too, right? Tell me this. Would you be interested in me pre-recording one of those haul videos, try-on videos? I see them on YouTube all the time. But I thought, how fun would it be to do everything I ordered in one video, give y'all the link to all of them and your discount code, but then I'll still wear them live. So I'll just put down my scrapbook paper to start with. Okay, yeah, so I want to know what y'all think about that. Oh, there's Yvonne from Southern Designs and Finds. Right before I went live, I saw that your granddaughter is traveling, you said, to Fort Worth in icy conditions. I know that's got you on edge. That's got to. We need to be praying for her to get there safely. You think that would be fun? Okay, good. Well, maybe I'll just do that then. Hey, Carol, you're not late. I've just been talking and talking. I got out my hymnal, one of my hymnals, and let me tell you, I drew out, this was my pattern. I had a piece of Fashions with Lindy. What am I trying to say? I had a scrap piece of printer paper that was on my table, and I had written some lists on it. I had jotted notes. I was done with them. So I folded it in half, and I drew out a little template of angel wings, just like you would a heart, opened it up, and then cut it right in the middle. That's how I did it. So these are a template. And then I did the same thing with oh my goodness, who sent 500? Carol, thank you for all those stars. You're so sweet. So I folded the hymnal page and I made some little angel wings out of music. So this is where I'm going to start trying to lay out how I want this. What I do is I design within the parameters of my little wood square. Mr. Taterbuggin cuts these for me. They're 5.5-inch squares. And then once I have it designed, I make prints from this design so that I can do the woodblock prints with them that you can order. Hello, Kathy. Hey, Gayleen. I'm so glad you caught me live. So what I'll have is my little wings here. And I think what I want to do, I don't want it to be too busy, but I think what I'm going to do is those are a little too white for me. So I got out, I have stuff. We may be making a couple of these. We may do a canvas too. So I got out lots of my goodies. These are my soft pastels. They're just Master's Touch soft pastels. I was playing with those with my latest neurographic art. Oh, Joy is new. I missed it. Hey, Joy, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I was reading another comment there. I hope you'll enjoy what we do here. It's always, you never know. Like Tuesday. Where am I? We did Flora. They thought I had lost my mind. She turned out cute. This is what they look like. Isn't that fun? Oh, they're so pretty. So I'm going to get out. Let's see. Let me test. I want to see what color I want to use. Oh, kind of like that. And that's kind of dark. Okay. Let me use this one. It's called Terracotta. And if this doesn't work, if I don't like it, that's okay. I'll just do some more wings. We're going to see if this will just kind of age them a little bit. I didn't know my Pete was outside. I'd have been worried. All right, now I'm just going to take this paper towel that's right here on the table. Oh, Regina, you're so sweet. Thank you for saying that. You are very sweet. You gotta admit, y'all doubted me with Flora, didn't you? Those eyes as she was coming along, oh my goodness. I doubted myself for a few minutes too, I gotta tell you. Bo is doing good. He really is. And my son is feeling better today, and my stepdad's having a decent day, so we're good. So that's a little orangey, but I'm not hating it. Well, a little bit. So let's go with let's do this brown around the edge and see what that does to it. We're just going to go right around the edge, because can y'all hear that? Some kind of siren going off. This has been the strangest day. I have no idea what that is. That's very strange. Okay, well, it'll be live. Oh, I'll tell you who said that. Was it Sue? I am creating a woodblock print for my shop. I have a whole section of woodblock prints, and every now and then I like to design a new one to have. I put them in my booth, and I have them in the shop for y'all. And I haven't done it since last spring, I believe, live with y'all. So I want to do that today. You can kind of see how I paint them. I'm not going to paint this one, I don't believe. There will be some lettering. I'm just seeing if I can distress the color on these wings a little bit, so that when I put them down, there'll be a pretty color. It's coming out a little bit orange for me. What type of colors are you using that you can smooth out? These are Master's Touch Soft Pastels. And somebody text Trish and tell her I'm live, and don't text me. Can y'all do that? Cindy, maybe you can do that. I know you're busy. Yeah, these are just soft pastels, and they're from Master's Touch. I got them at Hobby Lobby, I'm sure. So that's what I'm using, and that's really orange. And I'll tell you, in the printing process, you don't know how colors are going to print. I've learned that. I've been, dealing with printers for at least 5 years now. And so you really don't know how certain colors are going to print. They may look a certain way when I do them, but then they kind of get askew. I don't know. That may work, or I may start over. They were just a little too, let me show you all the difference. This just seemed so stark, but I suppose I could have just gone around the outside edge of this white one. But you see, I wanted it to kind of look like this. Try a little gray. Okay. Hey, Monica. The discount code for the top is pinned in the comments. It should be there. Do any of you see it there? That's the first thing I did was pin that in the comments. Let's try a little gray. And I can, well, I can show you how some of these look on my neurographic art I was working on earlier. I have played with these on it and I absolutely love it. They're kind of messy, you know how pastels are. And this is just a paper towel. You can also use, where are my blenders? Here they are. I use these on when I'm actually doing artwork. These are just blenders. They're paper, and as you know, as you use the top, you can peel the paper off, and you just, it's just a way to blend that pastel. Mr. Taterbuggin must be home. I like that. So we're just going to layer those colors again. Thank you, Sandra. I've got you a link for them and a discount code. That looks pretty. I think that's pretty. And when I glue it down, I think what I'll do is outline it with the darker color. So that means I've got to do the same colors on this one so they'll kind of match. You know what else I could do, and I may do it, give it a try and let y'all decide what you think about it, is get one of my older, more vintage hymnal books out and just cut directly from that. But if all you've got's light, this is another option. These are real fun to play with. These soft pastels. One day I need to just do a live with all my supplies and show you how each one is different and how they look. Yes, you could coffee stain. Absolutely, Betty. You sure could. I just don't have the time for that right now, so, being on the live. So that's always an option. Coffee or tea stain. Well, one's a little darker than the other. I can work on that, but let me try something real quick. If you could see everything I've got over here and I'm still having to get up, that's crazy. One of my older ones is right here. Let's try this one. And this I grabbed while I was over there. You know, I started this with y'all on Sunday. So right in here, these oranges and the blue and the pink and this over here, that is my soft pastels. That's how they turn out. And I think it's so pretty. I just used a lighter color in the middle and a darker color on the outside. They're really pretty. So I have used this book a lot. This one's already torn out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fold it in half. And I'm just going to use my little template that I made. And we're going to cut some wings out of this. That may be a better look. If y'all could see all the things I thought about, ways of doing this particular design today. I've had fabric. I'll show you. It's a whole process, you know. You just have to keep working at it, especially with mixed media. You know, I have to see it put down and how does it look on that? How's it really going to turn out? And then what do I want to do to build up from there? So this has taken a bunch of different twists and turns today. The only thing I had in mind at the beginning of the day was that I wanted the angel wings, and I knew the wording I wanted to use. I just didn't know which supplies I was going to pull out. And then I found my pastels, and oh, I had to play with those. And yes, I'm still live. If you see the little red live button up at the top, that's when you know we're still live. I could share my wings pattern. Sure, I'll scan them and turn it into a PNG file for you and share it. I can share files on my page, right? On my business page. All right, so let's move. If not, I'll put them in Tater Bug and Sweet Tater Bugs for sure. I like that better, and I think I'll outline with just a brown colored pencil that's not so stark and white, but it does need some definition, I think. All right, let me put these back in here. Okay. So we got to play with those a little bit at least. Let's see, these were $19.99. I know I didn't pay that much. I'm sure I got them when they were 50% off all Master's Touch. So that's something, if you think you might be interested in, you can get those at Hobby Lobby. Okay, y'all, where did my wing go? Did y'all see where it flew? One of my wings flew off. I don't see it. It just disappeared into thin air. Somebody tell me where my wing went. Oh, thank you, Barb. Oh, here it is. Is that it? Yeah, flew over there. Oh, my goodness. No, Nancy, I didn't use any water with the pastels. I would either use my finger to blend or one of my blending sticks, which you can get these at Hobby Lobby as well. They're over there with the pastels. You'll find those. Stick underneath the pastel. I thought that's where it went, Betty. I found it. It blew over there. So I'm going to glue this down. And you know what I want to do? I have to get up again. Please forgive me. Please, please, please. I think I know where Moidle may have put my... No. I thought that there they are. I got them. Now, okay. Can you show us those pastels again? I sure can. You can screenshot that if you want to. They're Master's Touch Premium Soft Pastels. And they're really nice. They'll last you forever. Hey, Susan. We're thankful to have power and to be live here. Oh, thank you, Regina. Hey, Moidle. Hey, Moidle. I find it all. I discovered my pastels today. It's all fun. It's like, oh, I forgot I had that. Oh, that's where those are. And then I know, and after every live, I put all my stuff back up, and that was no small feat after Flora, I'm going to tell you. And today it won't be any small feat either, because I had to get out of, when you do mixed media, you're pulling out all kinds of stuff. I've got all kinds of stuff to show y'all today. This is just, Elmer's glue stick. I don't know how long I've had this, and for things like this, they work really well. So, get those from Dollar Tree work fine too. And there's like 3 in a package for $1. Is that right? These were just some I already had on hand. Susan, I'm designing one of my woodblock prints. We have woodblock prints in our shop, and I sell them in my booth and in the stores that order them. And so I thought it was time. It's been a while since I designed a woodblock print. So this is where we are now. I've got some scrapbook paper. I always start with this heavy cardstock for my originals. And I design them all different kinds of ways. Sometimes I'll strictly paint the whole thing. But I don't know that I've ever done one in mixed media. And so that's why I wanted to try this today and see how they print out. You'll get to see the whole process of how I do this. And then by tomorrow, should be tomorrow, I'll be able to post an actual block print of whatever we create here today. So let's try, we're going to play with something else. I also found my Prismacolor colored pencils, my big old 72 pack of colored pencils. Is it? It's out of stock? Oh, I'm so glad you've got Jody got your generator up and running. Ours is not. So far, we haven't lost power, but it's flickered. So I hope y'all stay warm tonight, Moidle. I hope it comes back on before you go to bed, actually. Look at all of these yummy colored pencils. Oh, they're so fun. Now, I'm going to try just outlining them, and I'm not going to worry about if it looks messy or not. I want this, it's mixed media. I want it to be fun and different and kind of come off the page. Moidle, are you still at work? You think so? When yours goes out, it really does stay out a long time. If you had a lot of trees down around you, oh, my neighbor, she lives right back there, just one street over. I saw she had posted right before I went live that she's got a lot of trees too, and the one in her front yard is a disaster. It's just, she's going to have to dig out from it. These are like butter, y'all. Like butter. Let me see. I'll see what I'm doing. Let me move back a little bit. So this is just defining that little angel wing. Listen, y'all, if I forget to share the template, please remind me. Please message me or remind me. Sometimes I'll forget those things. Do you see how it just makes that one stand out? I've done this one. That one's not lined. Yes, Betty, that's great to mention that. That's the truth. We need to pray for them. They're out there doing the hard stuff and amongst the trees falling. I was so hoping. We were in Memphis. We were right on the edge of where this was supposed to happen. There's Trish. Did Cindy text you, Trish? We were right on the edge, and I was so hoping that we wouldn't get this ice. It's brought back a lot of memories from 1994 when we had our terrible, terrible ice storm. That was awful. Oh, Cecile, you had a mess too? 9,000 customers around here. Yeah. Yes, we've had ice, Barb. We've had ice most of the day. We're supposed to be getting our second round any minute now. And of course the temperatures have dropped again. And the trees are all just hanging. I need to get some pictures for you of it all. It's just a mess all over town. There was the home that always hosted us at the East Button Art Walk. That was our favorite show to do, art show to do. It's this quaint little community in Memphis called East Bunton. And in this event, homes will volunteer to host an artist, and we get to set up in their yard, use their facilities. If you have a really lovely host, they'll bring you water, and our hosts were the absolute best. And they had a big tree in their front yard that was where we would set our podium up, and then display all over their front yard my art. And he posted this morning that that tree completely uprooted and fell over, thankfully toward the street and not toward his home. But oh, that was sad to see that their beautiful tree is gone now. So here's where we are with our wings. That looks better. Now, what I thought I would do next, I got out. Now, let me show you this. I may do a second one. I cut the wings out of lace. Cindy, this is your lace that you sent me. And look how that lace is going to look on this, wait a minute, on this pretty scrapbook paper. Isn't that pretty? So I think I'll do a second one, maybe on a canvas, with this pretty lace. I love it. Now, okay, I have this scrap of the corrugated, it looks like cardboard scrapbook paper. We're going to start with this. Do I know if this is going to be where we end up? No, but this is my process, and y'all are along for the ride as long as you want to be. Thank you for the hearts. So I'm going to start with my pencil, and we're going to do some lettering. And we're going to start out with whatever. I did some practice over here. I want to see how I always practice my lettering if I want to do it in a different way than I usually do it. And I'm going to show you this. So this is, let me see if you can see it. Whatever. Just written on this scrapbook paper. Now, I'm going to fatten up any downstrokes. I'll show you. Anytime you're going in a downward motion to make your letter, whatever letter it is, you're going to fatten that up a little bit. And I'll show you the difference in how it looks. And see, I'm just using a pencil. I'm not doing anything fancy. See how I did that? Let me see how that's going to fit on here. Yes, okay. Now I'm going to take my little thin paintbrush. A lot of people do this with brush markers. You can do it with fine tip marker if you want to, which that wouldn't be so bad, but I'm just so used to using my paint and paintbrush. Hello, Sherry. So I'm going to give this a little paint. Let's see if y'all can see what I'm doing. Oh, Libby, thank you. I hope it won't be too boring for y'all. We had fun last time we designed a block print together. So I thought maybe it was time to do another one. It's been a while since I designed one. There we go. Whatever. Now, let's cut that out. I chose this instead of my actual cardboard, which, you know, I used the other day and would be fun to use. This is just a little easier to cut, and I remembered I had it on hand. So there we go. We've got whatever. Okay. Now I'm going to set this over here to dry before I put it down. Now what I want to do is find a little circle. Look. Here's one. Just look around for something. This is from the Dollar Tree, that good lip balm. I'm going to draw this circle. Okay. Is. Y'all know where I'm going? Oh, is Cusey here? Betty's saying you're tardy. Better late than never. What? Yeah. It's so bad here. Both post offices are closed, y'all. He had stuff to send to you. I'm sorry. Huh?
The neighborhood's a mess.
You want to come say hello? This is the guy that I couldn't keep at home, even though y'all told me to keep him inside. He had stuff.
Can't keep a good man down.
He had stuff to ship to y'all, so he was out and about, and then he had to go get stuff to cook for you.
Yeah.
He takes it seriously, y'all.
There were, gosh, a lot of big trees down and limbs down.
Did you see Julie Vogel's house?
No mail in Eldon, Missouri either.
We got our mail
Up in
today.
Missouri, for heaven's sakes, I guess so.
Yeah, see, Betty's fussing at you. You better be.
Betty's fussing at no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. I'm going to have to write little.
I'm going to leave you to it.
You want to tell them what you're cooking tomorrow night while you're here? See, Kathy's already asking. Look, Patty asked too.
Kathy, everybody asked.
Everybody's asking. Carol sent you stars.
Do what?
Carol even sent you stars.
Oh, thank you, Carol. Send Lindy some stars.
They did.
You might make white angel wings out of feathers. How can you make?
Oh, how can you make? I would get out some white fabric and start just. I started cutting wings. See, I had fabric out. These are feathers that I was thinking about using, but I'm getting very glitchy. Okay, tell them what you're making.
Okay, tomorrow night we're gonna make Philly cheesesteak hoagie sandwiches and sweet potato fries in the air fryer. And I think my son is going to show you how to do green beans in the air fryer.
Oh, they're like snack food. They're so good.
They're
fresh green beans.
Yeah. So y'all join us. I'm going to get out of your way.
You weren't in my way. I'm going to try to write these kind of small. I hope they'll fit. Okay, so now we're going to have can I hold them in place? whatever is. Let me lay them down and not hold them. See if you can see. That's where we're going. Sounds good to me too. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, thank you, Lucretia. Yeah, it sounds delicious. It'll be snowed in, so you can count on me. Okay. Oh, Debbie's got 12 inches of snow. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Jody, we're still trying to get, now, those green beans that Chris did were out of this world. They're going to try some air fried pickles, you know, where they put them in shredded cheese. They're both in there. They're going to try them 2 different ways. Can you see that? Oh, thank you, Susan. Vicky, think about 5:30 Central Time. It'll be ready about 6:30 probably. Oh, did he tell you rice pudding too? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, we went up over 300 and I wasn't even looking. Hey, Joyce. All right, I gotta write small here. Let's see if I can do it. I'm thinking, well, no, now I've started with paint. I need to stick with paint. I was going to say, I'm thinking I might switch to a marker for these small words, but it would look funny, I think. True. Good for you, Diane. I'm so glad you're here. Well, you know, Trish ordered rice pudding last week, so he said he would make rice pudding. Yeah, might as well eat, right? Don't land upside down. See, I'm not going to glue any of these down yet because I want to decide on the placement. I think this is going to need something around these edges. Don't y'all? It just looks kind of plain to me. So, you got to see. 20 pounds of oatmeal. Oh my goodness. What'd you do that for? Let me see. Your order went through twice. Oh my goodness. So now you have 20 pounds of oatmeal. I love oatmeal though. Does oatmeal ever go bad? I mean, it's oats. Sonia, I just drew one up. I made it up, but if y'all will remind me, I will be happy to share that with you. There you go, Cindy. Grab that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely oatmeal cookies. That would be a great start. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. Yeah, I see him. Penny will get him. No, Cindy will get him. Penny caught him. I was thinking about Penny and her oatmeal. Sorry. Hey, Diane. How are you? Yeah, that one was a doozy too, wasn't it? It needs to move along. I do Elizabeth, and my sweet Cindy Kane, who's on here as Tater Buggin, is on it. She doesn't even really get to watch the crafting anymore because she is having to take care of those things for me. Yeah, she got him. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He was a doozy. Didn't belong here. There's something about this I'm not crazy about. I think it's that it's this, it's too drab. It's just looking too drab with these. So I think I'm going to save these that I've done for another design. But for this one, let's try something different. This is how it goes with me with designing. Because I'm very visual, I have to see it. So what we're going to do now is go to the next thing I had in mind. I have these scrapbook pages. These all come from the same book, but I need some color on this. So I want to decide, this is probably going to be my whatever. And so I'm going to switch to a fine tip marker, I believe. Let's try, yeah, let's try this. Back to the drawing board. And again, I just wrote it out just like that. And now, prepping for my next project. Do you change your mind a lot too, Gwen? Good. Because, you know, I have to see it. I can visualize it and think, oh, that's going to be so cute. And then get it down and think, oh, no, that's not what I thought it was going to look like. Just like I just did there. In my head, I thought it would look good. But I'm still going to use those. I'll just use them on a brighter background. So again, I'm just using this thin marker to fatten up the downstrokes on my lettering. And if you take my lettering class, I show you how to do all this creative lettering. We go over a lot of different practice sheets. It's all muscle memory, so practice is very important. So there's my whatever. Now let me just, oh, I am so sorry. Who lost? Lou Moss lost her sister-in-law. I am so very sorry. It's been a lot of loss lately, y'all. A lot of sickness. Now look at the difference. I'm just gonna use coordinating papers from that same book, and I just like that a whole lot better. A whole lot better. So we're gonna start with that, whatever, and now let's go to, I'm gonna use a little bit of this one, this pretty pink that I may use on that other project with the lace. Let's just do this right over here, because I need to know what lines I've got to stay in. Hey Linda, okay, I hope y'all will like it. It's, you know, after Flora, how do you follow Flora? Can y'all hear the geese? She's a tough act to follow. even though y'all thought you lost me. Yeah, it adds that pop of color. These I'm gonna see how it looks with these different colors of scrapbook paper. This may end up being too much, and if it is, I'll go back to this green paper that I just used and just use that all the way down. Oh, thank you for posting that link. Hey, Amanda. She is, isn't she? It's my friend from Amanda Made. She is doing a week full of 5 in 5. She does these cool 5 in 5 weeks every now and then where she's live every night of the week, and she has a theme. And this week's theme is spools, and they are amazing. The things she can do with spools. Now, I didn't center that. We're just gonna see if I can turn this into a circle that's looks decent. Whew. My live is going kind of the way my whole day has been going. Limbs falling out of trees and all kinds of stuff. Worst comes to worst, I'll turn this into a square, but I really wanted it to be a circle. Look how tiny. I could do this even with a pretty fabric if I wanted to, and just paint on the fabric. That's not a circle, but you know what? It's close enough. Whatever is. See, I think I'm going to like the different colors on it. Let me see if I can kind of hold it up where you can see the difference. We're going to have a little color in this one. She is, Sherry. Yes, she is. There are a lot of her crafts that I've just had to do because they're so fun. We have a lot of amazing crafters in this community. Angela's on here too, and Yvonne's on here. They're so talented as well. I shouldn't even be in their presence. They're so good. Let's do I'm just going to do some whimsical lettering now. I'm not going to get too fancy. Lee. Is Lee here? Oh, yes, of course, Lee. Did I miss my friend Lee? You're sweet, Regina. Whatever is. Oh, this may end up being fun, y'all. Okay, so on to the next color. We're going to do this green. I might could just use this little section right here. Concentrating. If I talk while I letter, I'll spell it wrong. I've learned that the hard way. Had to get some from Amazon. Missed what they were talking about. Oh, Amanda, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. It's hard, I know, for those of us who do lives several times a week. to find the time for ourselves to do those fun things we want to do. Why is he where? I can't keep him in the house, y'all. Yeah, that one's about to fall, sir. He was just about to walk under one of those limbs that's just hanging right down in front of our shed. Oh, my heart can't handle this. So now I'm just fattening up those downstrokes with my pen. It needed it to show up. Because I always have to keep in mind on when I'm designing a block print how it's going to print out. And it's got to really show up. Whatever it is. Has anybody figured out where I'm going with this? Do we have another one? Poor Cindy. She's working hard today. Let's see if I have another paper in here that's going to look good with some. Right, Darian, you just wonder, don't you have a life? Don't you have other things to do? What's the deal? If he comes back in here and shows his face on camera, I want y'all to fuss at him for doing that. So it's not just me all the time. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm playing. Okay, let's fatten that up. I'm glad y'all enjoy talking to yourselves while I'm down here concentrating. It's so hard. I want to read all the comments. And, of course, you've got to look down to create. I could just sit here and talk back and forth the whole time. I know. They're such a nuisance. I can get them when they're, I could get them here, but Cindy's so sweet to offer to do that, because when I have to stop right in the middle of everything I'm doing and get rid of them, then you got to start over again. And thank you, Laura. I've got a link for you. It should be pinned in the comments and a discount code. But they said that this particular style is sold out right now. Hey, Maureen. Thanks, Joyce. I'm so glad y'all like this shirt. It's kind of fun. And again, very comfortable. Hey, Jill. Only small. Y'all, I can't imagine how small a small must be for them. Like I said, I have to size up. This is a large. Now, this one I will say, it's got wiggle room as a large. So it may run a little bit bigger than some of the others that I've ordered. But they don't shrink. I can attest to that, so you don't have to worry about them shrinking. Okay, we're putting down each word. I think I'm really going to like the different colors of scrapbook paper. Let me show you. You're not really seeing the pattern on the paper, but you're seeing the colors. I really like that. Your neighborhood looks like a war zone. Oh, Moidle, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so thankful y'all have a generator. What about your mama? Is she without power too? Because I know her mom's not very far from her at all. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Who's here? Thank goodness for now. She still has power. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Your neighborhood, I mean, y'all lose power a lot more than most do, don't you? I hate that for you. I bet it does look bad in that. Oh, I cut too. Hey, Julie. Hey, Barney. This may be like the most boring live. I don't know. Carla, it is from Bell Lily. There is a link with a discount code, but everybody said that right now they're sold out of all sizes in this one except for small. Maybe they'll get some more in. I don't want to do two of the pink. I've got two kind of pink close together, so let's do, I'm going to go back to this one right now. Let's do this again. We're almost done. Oh, Betty, you're too sweet. Thank you, thank you. Hello, I have to focus with my contacts. Is that's Stella? Hey, Stella from Kentucky. Is it Stella? Sheila? Stella? It's my eyeballs. I'm sorry. Okay, let me do this one. And in my creative lettering, I like to mix up, when I'm doing whimsical, I like to mix up uppercase and lowercase. That's just me. And I'm just doing this part, these words, in kind of a whimsical way. Just a personal preference. Okay. Every time I focus down here to write, when I look up, it's all blurry up here, and I cannot see a thing on the comments until they refocus. Oh, I miss my eyeballs so much. Used to have such good vision. Lori, that's okay. I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing here, and that's all right. Let me hold it up and see what y'all think before we start to glue. It's not done yet. I got two more words. But I really like this a whole lot better with all the different colors on it. And I think we may do something around these edges. We're going to make it fun. We're going to play. That's a long word. Excellent. Let's go right here and see if I can fit excellent right here. No, not like that. Bifocal contacts, and they drove me crazy. I have to do one that's up close and one that's far away. It's ridiculous. But I've got it on here, Cindy. I've already done that one. Thank you. Okay, so admirable, excellent. But when I look back on my lives that I did with my glasses on, what always bothered me was all the reflection. I sit facing windows. So all you saw was reflection, whether it's the light or the backyard, from the windows. It drove me crazy when I would watch it. And I knew that had to be there, it would be better if I could just wear my contacts while I was live, so you didn't have to see all that. And they work fine as long as I'm not, trying to do detail work up close and then look back up at y'all. And so that's what I'm doing, what's going on today. So, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. That one's kind of fun. Might have to fix that X a little bit. I want this to, of course, y'all know, I want it to be kind of whimsical writing. And so I'm not concerned about, if they're a perfect rectangle, like that one's not. It's just fun to me. And you know what? I don't even know if I have these in the right order. So somebody tell me, whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy. That's Philippians 4:8. Is 4:8, right? Am I right? Live brain. Y'all help me out. Correct me. So I'm back to let's go to this one next. Okay. Yeah, Judy, you're talking to Susan. It's really, all lettering is practice. That's all there is to it. I wish there were like this magic thing that I could tell y'all in that class, that do this one thing and suddenly you'll wake up and be able to do all kinds of hand lettering. This is at least, I'm going to say about 7 years of practice and doing, artwork with lettering, teaching myself. I looked a lot of things up. So in the class, not only have I done instructional videos, but there's a lot of free practice sheet links that you can download. Other people teaching it that have tips and tricks. I've compiled it all because it's stuff that I've researched for years. So you don't have, it's all in one place, plus my videos. And I do plan, because it's been going, that's my most popular class, and it's been up for a year. And I think it's time for me to do some new videos in there. So I think I'm going to be doing that pretty soon. Yeah, I wish there was just a magic pen. Y'all go buy those pens. You'll be able to do it. But it really is. And I watched people in that class who have taken the time to practice. They'll practice while they'll doodle, while they're on their phone or something. They'll practice their lettering. And their lettering is gorgeous now. That's the magic key, is practice. Okay, praiseworthy. And this is our last one. Okay, let me just fatten these lines up just a little, and then we're going to start gluing these down and do the fun stuff of maybe embellishing the sides, the borders. And I just really hope this design will print well and make a cute block print and be inspirational at the same time. I mean, would make a great gift. Hey, Dolores. Lucretia, I love, love, love those wings. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to try to remember to just turn them into a PNG file for y'all. I just drew them out this morning when I was planning for this. So now, what I'm thinking I might need to do for, well, will that even, yeah. I might. What do y'all think if I don't put them all in a row and kind of spread them out like this? And what I think I'll do is once I glue them down, I'm going to do just like I did with the wings, but just a shadow on them. Instead of going all the way around, it'll just be a shadow on one side so they kind of pop off the page. Hey, Terry, thank you for the stars. This is so pretty. Oh, thank you, Waynell. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, I appreciate that. I'll get this made into a woodblock print hopefully by tomorrow, and can take a picture for y'all and show you, and I'll add it to the online shop. Did y'all see where I put my glue stick? I've got everything out on this table. There's no telling where that glue stick went. Let me... glue stick. There you are. Okay. Here we go. You like them spread out? I do too. And they fit a whole lot better. And to me, it kind of goes with the whimsical lettering. Terry, they're doing pretty good today. They're about to scare my little mama to pieces when that limb fell out of her tree between their back porch and the garage. It scared me too. You start to hear those initial cracks. By the way, Terry, have y'all lost a lot of trees? You're not that far from me. We got trees down everywhere. Yes, I will share this pen. Let me do that. This was in a set. It's a Zig Millennium marker. They're awesome. Again, I know you can get them on Amazon, but I think Hobby Lobby has these. Another good one set is these Micron. They're good too. And you'll get a little package. I think you can get them individually too. But there's a little package you can get of 5 to 8 in all different size tips. And they are wonderful for lettering if you just want to draw them out. I've always liked those. you can use those in a lot of different ways. You can use those to embellish your art. They're just so many things you can do with those pens, detail pens. Again, just using this Elmer's glue stick for this. Oh, Terry, I bet. Yeah, it's you'll start to hear that huge cracking sound. It's so scary sounding, and you know, I immediately look up. I've got windows all the way around here on the back side, and I start to look, you know, what's fallen, and right on the other side of our back fence there is a whole row of trees that's in the neighbor's yard. They have an acre lot, and so there's just all kinds of trees. And I start looking up to see where I see ice start to fall, and there was a huge one right there behind our fence, and it just crashed from way up high, and it hits everything coming down, just makes this awful sound, and birds just take off. They must be poor things, poor little things. And then, you know, the next cracking starts, and it was right there at on my neighbor's backyard. I don't know if it hit his shed or not. Then my mom, ugh. Y'all, have I really gone an hour and a half already just doing this little thing? Oh my word. Oh, I've got to hurry. I got to go. I try not to keep y'all over an hour, and that's what I did just Tuesday. I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Good grief, I'm slow. I have to be the slowest crafter. Did you, Terry? Oh, it's a strange, scary sound. In '94, that's what woke us up that morning, was the sound of cracking trees, and we couldn't figure out what that was, because it wasn't even predicted back in '94. Here's what we've got, and I can finish this off camera. So that's what we have so far, but I think once I take that same Prismacolor colored pencil, and let me just give you an idea what I'm doing. I'm imagining the light coming from this direction, so I'm going to shade this side of each one. So I've done whatever is. See how that works? And it's going to make it kind of look like a shadow, so it's, you know, popping off the page. Hopefully give that illusion. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn and Teresa. Hey, Diane. Thank you, Judy. Okay, so I'll say this. If y'all have to go, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I understand. I know it's right at the dinner hour. And this doesn't take a minute. But I thought I might try putting some of this scrapbook paper like right around the edges here and there, so it would kind of go with this theme and not just be so blah around the edges. It's way more fun to sit here and design woodblock prints with y'all than by myself. So is that kind of giving that illusion of them popping off the page? I like that so much better than just the brown. I will use the brown on the other one that I do. So now, what if this may not work. I'm playing. I'm playing right now. And I can never tell in the printing process how much of the edge is going to show as a border, but I could put it like right in here. Oh, that's fun. Okay. That's fun. It just gives it a little, let me glue this down and show y'all. A little border around the edge. And I could even do some of the little dots and squiggles with the pen. It's subtle, but it's just, what do you think? This is very different than, did I misspell praiseworthy? Please don't. Praiseworthy. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that before. Can I pull it up? Y'all, how do I see? I can't talk while I'm going to try to stick an H in there. Real life crafting. Oh, can I do it? Can I pull it off, y'all? Thank you. Who said that? Is that okay? Can I get away with that? Tell me the truth. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Stick that H in there. Oh, thank you for telling me that. I'd have been so mad. All right. So what if I take this green? Is that okay? Okay. Yeah, at least it wasn't blah, huh? Leave it to me. That just broke off. Hope that's long enough. Yes. I think I might just put it on either side here. That's better. Good. Okay. Can't you hear us shaking our head? Yes. I wish I could, Glenda. I do. I hope not, Barbara. Oh, let's don't tell them, okay? Y'all will, every time you'll see this block print, you'll remember what I did. You'll know the story, the behind the scenes. A little bit on either side. Everything's fixable. I was glad there was a little bit of space there. Now I'm just trying to decide if I need to. I'm kind of liking it. I think I'm good here. All I've got to do is sign it somewhere so that everybody knows that it was indeed mine and my design. Make a tiny H. Whimsical. Remember, use your hand. Yeah. What does it say? Whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy. Now, let me see it. Let me try something. This has always been a special verse to me. I've shared with you before about, anxiety issues, but through one of my worst times, this was the verse that always calmed me. So I thought this was a good one to make today. Tell me if I spelled it right. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Carol. I'm designing a new woodblock print. I just wanted to add think on these. Yeah, Diane, I thought about that too. I just didn't know if it would show through. You didn't get your notification, Bev? Ugh, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to sneak my signature right up in here. And that's that. And so I'll try to get some prints made of this and work up some block prints so you can see how they actually turn out. Hopefully the print process will be kind to us. Oh, I'm so glad y'all like it. I'm pleased with the way it turned out. I really am. I'm pretty pleased with that. We had some issues, but let me just tell you real quick for those of you who are still here. Here's my other idea. I got out a lot of things, but I pulled this Dollar Tree canvas. I've had it forever, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this pink scrapbook paper to it, probably with Mod Podge, so you know it'll be right like that. And then I'm going to use the lace wings that I cut out for this one, and it'll just be a larger original art version of the same piece. I think that'll be pretty, don't y'all? And on this one, this may actually work, or it may not. I don't know. But these that are on this scrapbook paper will be used in another project for sure. So that's what I did. Thank you very much, y'all, for hanging in with me yet again, another hour and a half. Tomorrow night at this time, 5:30, whatever time it is where you are, join us in the kitchen, Mr. Tater Bucket, and probably our large tater tot, Chris, since he's off work sick right now. And he's a lot better, by the way. Nothing contagious, thankfully. We'll be in the kitchen cooking for y'all. Philly cheesesteak, air fried sweet potato fries, and rice pudding. And Chris is probably going to make his amazing fresh green beans in the air fryer. They're crunchy. They're seasoned just to perfection. You can eat them like a snack. Really healthy snack. All right. So we'll see y'all. I won't see you. I'll just get to read your comments, which I love, tomorrow night at 5:30. And you'll see Mr. Taterbuggin and hopefully Chris. Okay. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.